Fabulous. Well, this is good. We're working on the Sacral Chakra, the second chakra represented by the color orange today. So this will be good because I needed some self-assurance, and this is the mudra. So you take your left hand, wrap your right hand around your thumb, fold the fingers over, and then take the right thumb and touch the middle finger, index, and ring finger, and place it in front of your heart. And then pull the shoulders down. So you find that comfortable seated position. Make sure your sit bones are grounded. Doesn't have to be cross-legged. I'm not cross-legged today. So in this mudra, the affirmation is self-reassurance guides me to perfect well-being. And I think I was having a crisis of confidence, and this helps me. So let's begin our practice by, again, let's close down the eyes and take a few moments to withdraw the mind from the rest of the week, the rest of the crazy events, the rest of the day, so we can be here now and just taking this few moments to connect with your breath. Consciously drawing the breath to the base of the lungs so that as you inhale, the belly expands. And as you exhale, gently draw the navel towards the spine. As we allow the breath to be deeper and slower than a normal breath. With each inhale, allowing it to be a breath of inspiration, breath of gratitude, to be here now. And with each exhale, just allowing yourself to relax a little deeper and let go a little more. And just reminding yourself about the Shanka Mudra throughout your practice today. Self-assurance, self-reassurance guides me to perfect inner well-being. So throughout your practice, if you find yourself holding your breath, it's time to back away from the pose. We're trying to find our comfortable seat. In each asana, find that place where we can keep this breath even and easy, deep and slow. So no gritting the teeth, no holding your breath. It's not about the shape. It's about exploring where our limits are and just allowing yourself to have this self-reassurance guide you to perfect well-being. We'll all take a breath in. And as you exhale, release the mudra. Place your hands on your thighs, drop your head towards your heart, sending the breath to the back of the neck. And then gently rolling the head, tracing a C across the chest. And then the next time the chin meets the chest, we'll take a breath in. As you exhale, float the head on top of the spine as we bring our shoulders up, squeezing and hugging them in. And as you exhale, releasing down and away. With the inhale, bringing your shoulders up and forward. Exhale, down and away. And then palms up, gaze up, heart lifted. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. Exhaling, palms down, chin down. Moving slowly, as if you're pushing through water, so don't rush it. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, palms down. One more time, inhaling, arms up, reaching up. As you exhale, release the left hand behind, the right hand on the outside of the knee for a gentle twist. As you inhale, lifting up through the heart, exhaling, looking back over the back shoulder, using that back hand like a kickstand. And then keeping the shoulder where it is, turn your gaze to the front, invoking that gentle smile, gratitude. And then as you inhale, bringing your arms back up. Exhaling, opposite side. Again, lifting up, looking back over that back shoulder and keeping that where it is. Turn your gaze to the front, keeping softness in the facial muscles, softness in your intention. So we're just warming up. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. Exhaling, palms to the heart center. Inhaling, pull the forearms together, folding the fingers and rolling the wrists. And in the opposite direction. And then knuckles in, thumbs down, press out, send the breath between the shoulder blades, pull the shoulders away from the ears. And inhale, reaching up, pressing towards the sky. As you exhale, release the arms behind, folding the fingers, press the palms down, pull them away from the spine. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, shift your heart forward, and then see if you can lean forward, bring your arms up and over. And then with the inhale, we'll come back up. Release the arms, roll the shoulders up, back and down, and we'll transition to all fours, table. And in table, knees underneath hips, palms underneath shoulders. I'm going to be modifying with a fist because of my wrist, but in traditional table, the fingers are separated, index towards the front of the mat, fingers spread wide. We'll take some rounds of cat and cow as you inhale, tipping the pelvis, lifting the tailbone, releasing in the belly to the crown of the head. As you exhale, rounding and tucking, and moving slowly and mindfully through cat and cow with the rhythm of your breath. You're trying to move segmentally, one vertebra at a time, like building blocks. But on an energetic level, we're sending the breath through the chakras and the nadi systems, imagining the spine is like a hollow tube. Clearing out any cobwebs, just noticing how the spine is moving and functioning today, and taking that information with you throughout your practice so that we do no harm. So just remembering no shape is worth losing that easy breath. And then coming to the flat back, we'll look over the right shoulder, bring right shoulder to right hip, inhaling back through midline, exhaling left shoulder to left hip, coming back to midline, shifting the hips side to side, maybe making circles. Any free-form movement, just beginning to loosen up. And then coming back to that flat back. With the inhale, slide the right leg back, lift the leg, pull up through the toe, press out through the heel, and if you can, lift the left arm, thumb towards the ceiling. Keep your gaze on the mat, keep your ear in line with your forearm. Find stability here in table. Exhale, release the hand and the knee. With the inhale, slide the left leg back, lift the leg, pull up through the toe, and if you can, lift the opposite arm. Find that energy from the navel center out through the fingertips, navel out through that left heel as if you're pressing against an imaginary wall. Exhale, release hand and knee. Inhale, sliding right leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm. And you can stay here, or if you want to do some core work, as you exhale, we'll bring the left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, lengthen. We're going to do this 5 times. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Last one. Pause. Exhale, release the hand and the knee. Inhale, slide left leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm again. You don't have to do the next step. You can stay here or rest in child's pose, but if you're ready, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. 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 One more. Pause. Find stability. Exhale, release the hand and the knee. Take some rounds of cat and cow, seeing how that feels. Then we're going to take a modified side plank. Slide the right leg back. You can spin that foot around if you need stability. Lift the leg, top leg, open up at the arms. And you can stay here, or if you want to take full side plank, you can drop the top leg, slide the bottom leg underneath. Exhale, we'll release to all fours, coming to the opposite side. Lift the top leg, again, pull up through the toe, press out through the heel. Find the line of energy from the heart center out through the fingertips. And again, if you want to take full side plank, drop that top leg, slide the bottom leg under. Forgot to add, Pam, if you want to do starfish, you can lift that top leg. We'll come back to hands and knees. We're going to move into plank pose. So walk your feet back. I'm going to do a forearm plank. Come down onto your elbows. Walk your feet back. Curl the toes under and lift into a forearm plank. Keep your head in line with your torso, if you can. And then if you want to add a little bit, you can drop the right knee, tap, straighten, left knee taps, straighten, right knee taps, straighten, left knee taps, straighten. Hold, and then release the knees, uncurl the feet, release the belly, coming into Sphinx. If this is too aggressive a back bend, bring your palms underneath your shoulders and take a mini cobra. We'll take a few breaths here. Then we'll walk our palms out, forearms out, squeezing the legs together. Inhale, lift the right leg up, pointing through the toe. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right leg and left arm. Lifts. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg, right arm lifts. Exhale, lower. And you can repeat alternating, or if you're ready, lift the legs, lift the arm, coming into full lotus pose. And then if you want, bring your arms back behind you, fold your hands, see if you can lift up a little higher. And for those of you who want to take a back bend, bend the knees, take hold of the foot and ankle, coming to bow pose. And you can stay here with your thighs resting, or lift the thighs, lift the heart and gaze. And if you like, rocking here. And then as you exhale, we'll release that. Release the arms and legs. Place your palms underneath the shoulders. We're going to slowly move into a child's pose. Pressing into the hands, shift your hips back towards your heels. If you like, you can open your knees apart, toes touching. See if you can allow the forehead to come down. You can, again, rest your elbows, and that's your child's pose, or if you want a little more, walk your palms out, lift the elbows up. Some of you have room to make tents with your fingers. But feel the belly expanding like a balloon between the thighs. As you inhale, the belly expands. And as you exhale, seeing if you can release a little deeper, let go a little more. Lengthening the spine. And you can stay here if you want more sensation. Walk palms to the right. Place left palm on top of right palm, lengthening in the left side body. Feel the breath between each rib. Try to create space between the rib cage and the pelvis. Inhale to exhale. And then with your next inhale, we'll walk the palms back through midline and over to the left. This time, right palm on top of left palm. Lengthening in the right side body. Feel that belly expanding with the inhale. And seeing if you can let go with the exhale. With your next inhale, we'll walk back through midline. As you exhale, pull the arms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Walk your palms forward, curl the feet under. As you inhale, we'll shift up into a downward dog. Keep knees bent to keep your spine straight. And then just begin to pedal the feet, walking in place. And then stopping in midline as you inhale, lift the heels up, send the tailbone to the ceiling. As you exhale, allow the heels to come down. They don't have to come down to the floor. The most important part is keeping the spine straight. And then looking up between the hands, we'll walk our feet up, coming to the front of the mat. Bending the knees, allowing the chest to settle on the thighs. Releasing the arms. Maybe you want to clasp the arms like ragdoll. And then as you're here, seeing if you can then straighten the legs if the hamstrings release without allowing your chest to pop off. And then we'll release the arms. Slide the palms back, bend the knees, and then we'll come into chair pose as you inhale, coming up through chair. Exhale, pressing into the feet, rolling the arms and shoulders up, back and down, palms to the front, arriving into Asana, mountain pose, posture of awareness. So just begin to close down the eyes, feel that connection of all four corners of your feet. Sending that energy from the earth up the legs, up the spine, out through the crown of the head, tethered between these two aspects of ourselves, the earthbound and the heavenbound. And then opening the eyes, we'll move through moving chair. As you inhale, we'll shift our hips back. Exhale, pressing into the feet, coming up. Inhale, shifting down and back. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, coming down and back. Exhale, coming up. And then the next time we'll add that balance challenge. As you come up, we're going to lift the right leg. Coming down. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, right. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, left. This time we're going to come down and stay down. See if you can shift your hips back a little further. Stay here for as long as you like. Or if you want to take a twist, bring your palms together down at the heart center. We'll bring the right elbow on the outside of the left knee, pressing the palms together, looking out over those fingertips. Inhaling back through midline, exhaling opposite side. Maybe notice a difference from side to side, just information. Inhale back through midline. Exhale, pressing into the feet. Bring your arms all the way up. Exhale, release. Step the feet in together. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhale, left elbow underneath right elbow, coming into eagle arms. Again, you can just clasp opposite shoulders if eagle is not available to you. And you can stay here and just work with the shoulders, or take that right thigh, crossing it over, left. Are we on right thigh? I think, whatever side is under, sorry. Here I go again with my right and left. I'm trying to do opposite of you. So I always use eagle to crush demons of self-doubt by squeezing my thighs together, using the Mula Bandha pull up through the pelvic floor, finding that eagle focus. And then as you exhale, pressing into the feet, uncross, release the elbows down, inhale, arms up. Exhale, right elbow underneath left elbow or the opposite side. And whatever elbow is underneath, that's the leg that crosses over. Moving into the squat, coming into full eagle. Some of you can wrap your foot around your calf. Not necessary for enlightenment. So all these shapes are just to explore where we have resistance. And we use the breath to soften resistance. That's the lesson. It's not about the shape. It's about staying in tune with where our body is today. And then as you inhale, we'll straighten up, uncross, release the elbows, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, palms to the heart center. I'm saying that because I notice I'm stiffer than usual. I'm not as flexible as I used to be. Maybe you're experiencing that too. It's okay. We're just meeting our body where it is this day. As we move into our crane to crescent warrior, we'll place our hands on our hips. Left heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto the leg, lifting the opposite leg up. Bringing your arms out, if you can, flex at the wrists. Exhale, slide that leg back, landing on the ball of the foot. Front knee bends, heart lifted, gaze lifted, ascended warrior. The ascension comes from the heart center. On your next inhale, we'll move back up into crane. On your exhale, come back to crescent warrior. Inhaling back up to crane. And you can stay here, or if you want to move to warrior three, slide that leg back, extending the arms, trying to get your torso parallel with the floor. And then if you want to add a little more, point your toe that's lifted, and then tap it to the floor and lift it up again. We'll see if we can do 3 taps. Tap, extend, tap, extend, tap, extend. And on your next inhale, coming back up to crane, if you can still hold it. Exhale, release, roll the standing foot out. We'll bring the right heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto the opposite leg, moving into crane. And you can stay here, practice here, no need to do more. Exhale, slide the leg back, crescent warrior. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, coming back. Find that ascension. Find that gratitude, that inner smile, thankful for what we can do. Inhale, coming back up to crane, or not. And then as you exhale, coming back into warrior three. Staying here, working here, or if you want to add the tap, tap, extend, tap, extend, tap, extend. Find that extension from the navel through the fingertips, navel through the toes. And then as you inhale, come back up into crane, wobbly crane. Exhale, release, roll the standing foot out. Just place your hands on your hips and just shift your hips. Preparing for my favorite tree pose. Just a reminder, if you're new to the practice, this can be your tree pose. So we'll place our hands on our hips. Left heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto the leg, lift the opposite leg up. Bring it out to the side, landing it on the thigh, shin, or ankle. Hands to the heart. And when you're ready, allowing the limbs of the tree to grow. Feel that connection from the navel down. Feel all four corners of the feet. Press the foot. It should be above or below the knee. We'll take Kalpa Vrakshasana, wish-fulfilling tree pose. Cupping the fingers together, thumbs flexed. In this pose, we are sending blessings to the universe and all in need of it, especially in our yoga community. Palms together down at the heart center. And if you fall out, smile and come back in. Over to the right shoulder, back through midline. Left shoulder, back through midline. And you can stay here, or if you want to take a little bit more, side bend tree. Coming back, hands to the heart center. Pull the knee in, straighten the leg, release, and roll out the standing foot. Right heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto the leg, lifting the opposite leg up, bringing it out to the side, hands to the heart, and when you're ready, allowing the limbs of the tree to grow. And stay here, but I encourage you to try Kalpa Rikshasana. I've experienced the blessings. I'm sending them right back at you. Hands together at the heart center. Really press the foot into the ground. Over to the left shoulder, back through midline. Right shoulder, back through midline. Again, stay here. Or if you want to try that side tree, palm on your thigh, lift the arm up. Gently shift to the side. You can join your thumb and forefinger together. Coming back up, hands to the heart center. Pull the knee in, straighten the leg, release, and roll out the standing foot. Okay. Oh, we didn't do dancer's pose. Michelle's here, so we're going to do dancer's pose. So bring the left heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto the leg. Lift the opposite leg up, bring it back. If you can, reach behind you, pull the knees together, press the knee back, hip forward, send the arm up. And you can stay here or tip the pendulum for dancer's pose. And the engine of this pose is in that kick, really pressing the foot into the palm helps activate the core. This is a core exercise in addition to balance. All balance is core. You can join your thumb and forefinger together in the mudra of wisdom. And then with the inhale, we'll slowly come up, pull the knee in, release, roll the standing foot out. Right heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down, lift the opposite leg up, and then bring it behind you. Take hold of the foot, pull the thighs together, knees together, knee back, hip forward, arm extended. And if you're ready, tipping the pendulum forward. If you like, join your thumb and forefinger together in the mudra of wisdom, yoking together our body, mind, spirit in this practice of yoga. And then as you inhale, slowly come out, pull the knee up, release, roll the standing foot out. Come to the front of the mat, toes touching, heels apart. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, spin the heel around, keeping the front knee bent. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, cactus arms, pressing the elbows together. Inhale, bringing forearms together, right elbow underneath left elbow. Again, you can clasp opposite shoulders or take eagle arms one more time. Seeing if you can create a little back bend at the upper spine, not the lower. Grounding the back leg. Inhale, opening up, cactus arms. Exhale, release the palms, folding the fingers, press the palms down, away. And if you like, we'll take humble warrior. Take a breath in. As you exhale, send the chest forward, allowing the chest to come to the inner thigh, dropping the head. Maybe the arms come up and over. Rooting and grounding the outside border of that back foot, inside border of the front foot. Tucking the chin. And allowing gravity to create traction in the back of the neck and spine. And in humble warrior, we're bowing toward our higher self. But another use of this is to imagine your problems at your sacrum, rolling down your spine, down to the foot, down to the earth, and surrendering any troubles to Mother Earth, who's always there to support us. And then pressing into the feet, as you inhale, we'll slowly come back up. Release the arms, bring them back up overhead. Just observing the flow of prana. Exhale, plant the hands. Spin that back foot around and bring that back foot to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, releasing head and hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms to the heart center. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, spin the heel around, keeping that front knee bent, moving into warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Heart lifted, gaze lifted, fingers spread wide. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhaling, forearms together, left elbow underneath right elbow, coming into those eagle out arms or any variation. Inhale into cactus arms. Exhale, releasing, this time opposite thumb, opposite finger clasp, press the palms down, bring them away from the spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, send the chest towards the inner thigh, dropping the head, tucking the chin, maybe the arms come up and over in humble warrior. And calm any panic that arises with the breath. Lengthen the exhale. With humility, release any worries, troubles, and let them roll down your spine at the foot of your inner guru. And then pressing into the feet as you inhale, we'll come back up. Release the arms, bring your arms up overhead. Coming back into Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, plant the hands. Spin the back foot around, bring that back foot to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, releasing head and hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms to the heart center. We'll close the eyes here for a mindful moment. Just taking 3 mindful breaths. Inhale to exhale. Moment to moment. Breath to breath. So this is an important part of the practice. Whenever you feel disruption in the breath, disruption in the thoughts, we can always take a mindful moment by shutting the eyes, coming back to the breath. And then opening the eyes. With the inhale, we'll bring your arms back up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, spin the heel around. And then as you inhale, we'll come up and open up into Warrior 2. So take a moment to readdress your stance. So the back foot should be parallel with your mat. Front knee over the ankle. Inhale, the arms up, shoulder height, look out over the front arm through the middle fingers. Virabhadrasana 2. Active arms, so really press the arms out. So you don't want floppy arms, and if that back arm drifts down, try to pull it up. So just look out over that. And then turn the front palm towards the ceiling. We're going to do that little wave. As you inhale, the front palm comes down as you look back over as the back palm comes up. And then taking a breath as the back palm comes down, turning your gaze as the front palm comes up. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, front palm down, turn your gaze to the back arm as it comes up. Inhale, back palm down, turn the gaze as the front palm comes up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, release the left palm down, right arm up, coming into reverse warrior. Sending the breath to the sides of the ribs. Inhale, back to Warrior 2. Exhale, bend that front elbow, land it on top of the thigh as we bring our arm up and around, hugging it into the ear, coming into side angle posture. And if you want to take a bind or work towards a bind, you can allow that arm to come down, bring the top arm behind, or move into a bind only if it feels good, not necessary. And if you're binding, make sure you can still smile. Gritting the teeth is not yoga. And then we'll release the bind. We'll all inhale, come back to Warrior 2. Exhale, straighten the knee. Lift the toes up, release, roll the shoulders back, up, back and down. Hands on the hips. So we'll turn the opposite foot forward. Make sure that back foot is parallel with the mat. Bend that front knee, adjust your stance so that your trunk is in midline. Sometimes the tendency is to come forward. Don't. Bring your trunk back into midline. Inhale the arms up. Look out over the middle finger, coming into Virabhadrasana 2. Really press the shoulders down, press out through the arms. Really want isometrically active arms. And then turn that front palm up. We'll do that wave. As you inhale, The front palm comes down as you turn your gaze and the back palm comes up. Inhale, back palm down as you turn your gaze, front palm up. Inhale, front palm down, turning your gaze, back palm up. One more time. Inhale, back palm down, turning your gaze, front palm up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, release that back palm on the thigh. Front palm comes up and over, looking up, and then turning your gaze to the back foot, coming into reverse warrior. Releasing that arm, coming back to warrior two. And then exhale, bend the front elbow, land it on top of the thigh as you bring that back arm around, hugging it into the ear, coming into side angle posture. And again, if you want to work towards a bind, this is your opportunity. And for those that you are binding, come out of the bind. We'll inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, straighten the knee, pick the toes up, release, roll the shoulders up, back and down, hands on the hips. We'll take a triangle, Trikonasana. So opposite foot, we'll turn the foot towards the front. Again, I like to cinch my heel out behind my toes. That allows the inner thigh to rotate. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, glide, and when you can go no further, allow that arm to come down. Open the top arm. Look up over those outstretched fingers. If that creates any pinching or pain in the neck, turn your gaze to the front foot. I'm laughing because when I practice with my husband, he tells me I'm the pain in his neck. And he wouldn't be wrong. And with the inhale, we'll come back up. Pick the toes up, release, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Hands on the hips, coming to the opposite side. Turn the foot out, adjust. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, glide. And when you can go no further, allow that palm. And some of you, it might be here. Again, don't worry about the shape. Find that place where your shoulders can be in alignment. That's the most important part. So you might be here. Find that inner gratitude, that gentle smile, thankful for what we can do. Inhale, coming back up. Pick the toes up, release, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. We'll take a forward fold. So I like to get a little wider. I like to be pigeon-toed. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinging at the hip, come forward. So you can hold on to the outside of your ankles. You can take hold of the big toe. You can place your palms underneath the shoulders. Some of you will walk your feet, your palms back, maybe turning them around. But wherever you are, tuck the chin so that the crown of the head is toward the earth, and see if you can take a little bit more weight on the balls of the feet. And again, allowing the heart to be above the head. Sometimes that creates a little panic. So calm any panic by lengthening the exhale. We're releasing into gravity. We're letting gravity, Mother Earth, gently do the releasing and letting go. Protect your low back by keeping softness in the knees. Don't allow the low back to round. And then take another mindful breath here. And then with the inhale, we'll come up slowly halfway up. Place your hands on your hips, softness in the knees as you slowly come up. Release the palms, join your thumb and forefinger together, shut the eyes down. And just take a moment to allow the blood pressure to accommodate, observing the flow of prana. And then opening the eyes, we'll heel toe the feet in. And we're going to come to the front of the mat. So we're going to transition to our backs. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. We'll plant the feet, plant the hands, drop the knees, come onto our hips, shift our hips over one side or another, bring our legs around, coming to the center of the mat. So take a moment to place your hands in front of your shins. As you inhale, draw your chest towards your thighs. As you exhale, round. Inhaling up, palms up. Exhale, slowly roll down, halfway. And then inhale, come back up. Planting into the feet. As you exhale, slowly roll down, halfway. Inhale, coming up. This time we're going to go all the way down. As you exhale, slowly roll down. Controlling it. Once the shoulders come down, bring your arms overhead, stretch the legs out, get as long as you can. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring right knee to your chest, squeezing and hugging it in. Pull up through the toe, press out through the heel. Keep sending the breath to the belly. On your next inhale, we'll bring the left knee to the chest, squeezing and hugging it in as you slide the right leg down. Pull up through the toe, press out through the heel. And with your inhale, we'll bring the right knee back up, squeezing and hugging both knees in. And then we'll release the feet down. Walk your heels back as close to the hips as you can. Brush the back of the heels with your fingertips in preparation for bridge pose. Before we have bridge pose, I just want you to arch your back so you feel the negative space underneath your spine. And then as you roll your pelvis backwards, feel your flattening, activating, pull the navel towards the belly. That's a flat back. Inhale, tipping the pelvis forward into an arch. Exhale, posterior, tilting the pelvis, pressing the back into the floor. So as we move through bridge, we'll start here. As you inhale, pressing into the feet, send the knees forward, coming up into a bridge. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly lower one vertebra at a time. And as the sacrum touches, we'll just pause, release, allow the low back to soften. And we'll do that 2 more times. Press the low back into the ground, hollow out the belly, pressing into the feet, lift the hips up into a bridge. Don't allow the knees to splay out. As you exhale, slowly lower down, starting to go one vertebra at a time. So the sacrum comes last. As that sacrum touches at the base, just allow the hips and spine to relax. We're going to do it 1 more time. So press the low back into the ground. Hollow out the belly as you inhale, lifting up. Now at the height of the bridge, see if you can lift up onto your toes, lifting the heels up. That'll help activate the glutes a little bit more. Exhale, release the heels down. If you inhale, lift the toes up. Exhale, release the toes down. As you inhale, lift the heels. And then alternate this. If this is too much, if you have any cramping in the thighs, back of the legs, or then just come down out of the bridge. But if you can, alternate between lifting the toes up, bringing the toes down, lift the heels up. One more time, each direction. And then pressing into the feet, see if you can lift your hips a little bit higher. Lengthening in the front body, pressing the knees forward. And then as you exhale, slowly roll down. And then once you're down, allow the knees, walk your feet out to the edge of the mat, allow the knees to touch each other. Bring your arms out to a T position. Bend the elbows so your palms are towards the ceiling. We're in broken bridge and cactus arms. And then we'll open the knees apart, straighten the arms out, allow the knees to drop right and left like windshield wipers. And then bringing your knees back to midline, take a breath in. As you exhale, knees to the right, gaze to the left. Inhaling back through midline, exhaling, knees to the left, gaze to the right. Inhaling back to midline, walk the feet in, bring the right knee to the chest, left knee to the chest, squeezing and hugging both knees in. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift the chin and chest, wrap your arms around your shins, clasping opposite elbows, rocking here side to side. And then releasing the head down, open the knees apart, take hold of the outside of the foot and ankle, take a breath in, lift the head and chest. See if you can draw the toes towards your forehead center, wrapping your forearms around your shins if you can, maybe rocking here side to side. And then releasing the head down, turn the soles of the feet towards the ceiling, arriving in happy baby. And if you like, rocking here side to side. Lengthen the neck. And then we'll release the feet down. One more time, bring right knee to the chest, left knee to the chest. Holding the top of the knees, we'll slowly circle the knees, massaging the sacrum. And in the opposite direction. And then pausing, we'll squeeze the knees into the chest. And as you exhale, we'll release and slide the legs down. We'll take one last spinal stretch. With the inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Get as long as you can, navel through the fingertips, navel through the toes. Take a breath in. As you exhale, release the arms to the side with an audible sigh. Ha. See if you can separate your feet wider than hip distance. Maybe the arms a little bit away from the torso. Palms up if that's okay for you. As we settle into Shavasana. You can use any props. Some of you may want to put a pillow under your knees or a blanket over your torso. Let's begin by relaxing the muscles of the forehead. the hinges of the jaw, the muscles around the mouth and throat. Relaxing the shoulders and upper arms. Relaxing the lower arms. Relaxing the wrists and fingers and the skin between the fingers. Relaxing in the wrists, elbows, shoulders. Relax the cardiac region and the chest. Relaxing the belly. Relaxing the hips and thighs. Relaxing the knees and calves. Relax the ankles and the toes, the skin between the toes. And send a wave of relaxation from toes to top and top to toes. Whenever your mind gets distracted by thoughts, noises, or bodily sensations, gently guide it back to the breath. Inhale to exhale. So the ideal time for Shavasana is 20 minutes. So feel free to stay here and finish later. But if you're on a time constraint, as I am, let's begin to bring your mind back into the space that your body's occupying, making some subtle movements of the fingers and the toes. Bending your knees, bringing your left arm overhead and rolling on your left side, pausing here for a moment. Placing the right palm in front of your heart and making an intention to bring the best part of the Shavasana with you throughout your transitions today. And then visualizing yourself in that seated position that we started in. Take a breath that leads the action to come back to your seat with the least amount of movement as possible, keeping the eyes closed. And as you find your seat, we'll take that Shanka Mudra one more time. So we wrap the right palm around the left thumb, folding the left arm around, and then extending the index finger, middle finger, and ring finger, touching that with the right thumb. And coming back to our intention as we allow the shoulders to drop away from the ears. Make sure your sit bones are grounded, sending energetic traction up the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Once again. Shanka Mudra with self-reassurance. I find myself to perfect peace. And then we'll release the mudra, place our palms on our thighs. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin towards your heart. Place your palms on your lower belly as you flutter your eyes open. And with the inhale, we'll bring our palms back up overhead, joining our palms together, sealing our practice in, and bringing it down to the forehead center, seat of wisdom, and to the heart. and sharing the love all around us and all in need of it. Namaste.